Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is March 15th, and to all you southerners who know what that means, I'm going to inform the northerners that that is Mississippi opener. So, I'm in Mississippi, just so happens, so we're going to go try to kill a turkey. A little backstory before we get into it. I've heard no turkey, not seen no turkey, can't pull a gobble out of nowhere. So when I was scouting for 3 days, I haven't heard nothing. I cut a pair of tracks, and yeah, so that's what we're going after. I found one little clue, and that was just those tracks, and so now we're gonna try to take full advantage of those. It's about 4:30. And we're about to start walking in. Sun don't come up. Our shooting time isn't till 6:38, so we got a 1.5 mile walk in, so we're probably gonna get scooting while we can. I'm surprised to see that there is absolutely no one here. They must all have thought that it was gonna be raining, and they skipped out on opening day. But I figured that there would be a 500 fleet of cars, so that's all I know. I don't know much, but that's what I know. And I've already loaded up the shotgun and packing up the vest, and we're about to get to it. As you can see, guys, it's 5 o'clock. We're just at 5 o'clock. We have an hour and 38 minutes, 39 to be exact, until it's shooting light. So I'm gonna go ahead and start barging on back there. Not barging, doing a little sneaky, put a little sneak on them. I'm gonna put y'all away. Oh, y'all can't see me. Well, I'm going to put y'all away and do that sneak, because this night shot that you see me on makes the screen turn really bright, so we don't want really too many bright lights going. I'm probably just gonna walk in there blind, or not blind, but like without lights. Just have to follow this trail for a little bit, so that's what we're gonna get to doing. I'm gonna start heading back. I just got everything packed up, so I'll see y'all in the woods. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the vehicle, and that's because it's super raining outside, and camera gear and rain do not mix. So I decided to come back. Right now we're in a little itty bitty pause in the rain, but it's a giant wave of it, and we are on this side, and it's moving towards us. There you go, you can kind of see that. So we're gonna wait till that gets out of the way, and maybe the birds will gobble after that, because they just got done being soaked. Until that time, I'm gonna catch up on sleep, because I helped someone last night jump their car or their truck, and I didn't get back here till later at night. So I'm going to probably go catch some sleep or check a field. I may go check a field real quick and then go to sleep, but you can hear the roof, or the rain coming on the roof, so I'm not gonna deal too much with that. Either the birds are still in the trees or they've made it to an opening, would be my guess right now, because it started raining really early while the woods were really dark. So that's the only thing I can think of, but we'll figure something out here in a bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that sunshine, blue skies, means it's part 2 of today's hunt. It's about 10 o'clock, and we're getting up and we're getting out. So we're gonna hike back again about 1 mile and do some calling. Hopefully if something answer. If not, we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna give it to about noon and then hit the road if we have to. So that's all we got for right now. Alright, so we're gonna try this crow call. See if we can get something to gobble. no gobble off that. We may have to do some cutting at them. We'll start, no, I'm just gonna hit some cuts, I think, here in a bit, once I get down to the spot I want. So that's gonna be the play. Well, I'll look at the maps. We're gonna do some cutting down there where I want to set up, because the private's really close to like, someone just shot a bird. Go them, yeah. That's awesome. Alright, we're gonna go back this way. Maybe that means there's a chance for me. So, we're gonna head back this way. We're gonna do it a little bit more sneaky. And that's gonna be the play. Alright, so we made it to this little pine stand. And it's relatively open, so I think that since they're being quiet, they're still in their routine of being henned up and stuff. But if they're wanting to show off and strut their stuff, up top would be the best bet. And this is one of the highest spots around. And it's open. They could pitch their gobble off every side. And it has a road right there so they can walk up and down it, open, away from predators. And I saw tracks over that way. So for the most part, I think this might be a good setup. But we're gonna go ahead and cut, maybe strike one to gobble, and then go from there. If not, we're gonna sit down and then just chill out for a bit. Maybe give it till about noon, and then figure out if we're going south or not. So that's the plan. Just depends on what goes on right now, basically. So. So nothing answered, so we're just gonna sit down and hopefully get something to come up here. But we're gonna place a lot of faith in this setup and in the calling, and hopefully put two and two together and get something. But I'm not too confident, but we're gonna give it a go. That's all I can. That's all that we can do when they're not gobbling like this. Well, guys, we're gonna do what I think I do best, and that's we're gonna go run and gun. So I don't know how well that's gonna work with no gobbling birds, but it can't hurt. One thing about really sucky hunting conditions, or not conditions, but in situations where they're not gobbling, is that whatever you try, it's only like to gain. There's nothing you can lose out of it, because I mean, you're not gonna you don't really see yourself getting a bird anytime soon. And that's where I'm at right now in Mississippi. Sure, there's locals. People have been here about 20 times or more who can kill a bird opening day. I'm probably not one of those people. Actually, I can almost guarantee you I'm not one of those people. I'm new to this. Not too new, but it's been a few years. But the whole traveling thing in south birds, or like down south birds, super new. In Illinois, they gobble. I don't know if this is a different subspecies that just don't gobble, or I got a curse over me. But whatever it is, I need to get moving so maybe I can get away from it, or whatever I'm doing. So I'm gonna go check some spots, hit some calling areas, and if we strike one up, I'll probably just have a stroke right there. If we don't strike one up, then I'll talk to you guys again. Why not? I mean, don't you know when you come to Big Muddy Outdoors, you pretty well sit and hear me talk the whole time? So, that's how it's going day one. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, a motion has been made to head south. This up north stuff in Mississippi ain't been working. I ain't got nothing to lose. Beautiful day, ain't no gobbles. Been a beautiful day for the past 3 days, ain't no gobbles. And yeah, so kind of done with this spot, and we're on the next one. I got like a 4.5 hour drive down to the South Mississippi part. I'm getting out of Dodge, and sorry if this camera's bumping. I'm going over bumpy roads, but if I've just been watching other shows and all that stuff, and just like probably most of you have, and they say that if you're camping in a truck, you can't get them to gobble, and you have to move, you move. And I called, kind of like, not, my dad was the person who hunted with me the most, but the person who I shot my first bird with, I called him last night. He's kind of like the reason I run and gun as much as I do. He was a big run and gun guy, and I asked him, I said, what should I do? I just don't know. I was thinking about driving down last night, and he goes, I would wait till the morning and hunt that spot where you saw your track, and see what happens, and then decide if you're heading south. He goes, but I'd head where it's sun shining and the birds are gobbling. So it's sun shining here, but there ain't no birds gobbling. So we're gonna go south. I mean, I have nothing to lose but money, and it's turkey season, and this is what I spend my money on. So screw it. So that's where we're going now. Stay tuned. All right, folks, we just made it down to South Mississippi. South Mississippi. And we've made it to this national forest land, and we're gonna hunt our little butts off is what we're gonna do for the last hour and a half. Hopefully hear a gobble. That's why we're coming down here. And because we ain't hearing nothing anywhere else. That's for dang sure. So they say that they've been gobbling a little bit more, a little bit better weather down here. I don't know if that's true, but it was worth a shot. I was struggling up there. It's day one, but I've been up there for 4 days, and I was just struggling. So time to struggle down here, boys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I owe you an explanation. So as you can see, once again, we are on the road. Seems like a usual occurrence right now. But we're on the road, and actually we are in Illinois. So that means that we came home. I scouted and hunted. I hunted one day, scouted for 4 before, and I didn't hear one gobble. I saw a flock of birds, or a rafter of birds is the correct term to use. Saw a rafter of birds out in a private field, and there was 13 hens and 2 gobblers. Gobblers weren't strutting or nothing, and the hens and the gobblers were about 60-70 yards apart. Real flocked up, still in their winter flocks. Where I was hunting is real close to Tennessee, the northern part of Mississippi, and they were talking about how, I met one of the locals, they were talking about how it doesn't really get good gobbling conditions until April 1st, or the first week of April is when they say it's the best. They said that there was probably more down south, but I went down south as well. You saw a little bit of that. With me in the hustle trying to get out and all that. I didn't roost a bird, and I figured that it'd probably be best to just come home and come attack the birds later on in the year when they are better at vocalizing their location. Is kind of what I'm hoping for. Right now we're gonna head home and clean up. I got a bunch of mess and stuff, but we're gonna head home. I'm gonna clean up. I feel disgusting, and then I'm just gonna say hi to family and some friends and just kind of get over this little spell that I'm in, this weird little curse I got going on me, and a bunch of bad luck. So met another buddy down there, and he got on a flock. He found a flock. He eventually ended up bumping a bird and never saw it again. He said that the only thing that he could get him to gobble on was an extremely loud crow call. He made it known that that crow call was so loud and that it was like a special custom one, and it screams. He said it breaks glass, is what he said, but the only thing that could get him to gobble on was that. Like I said, extremely flocked up, almost like the winter flocks were just still around. And personally, I credit it to that real cold spell that we just had. But I don't know. But that's not the end of Tennessee. I still got a turkey permit down there. My license will expire, but I'll just go get another license. It's not that expensive. And we're gonna go kill a bird down there, I'm pretty sure. We may try to find time for it this year. We'll definitely find time for it next year, but I'm still gonna upload this video just because you know, I did it and I wanted to be honest with you people, why I'm coming back home. And it's just because they weren't ready, and I'm not the best turkey hunter. So this is all just kind of real deal, and I'm putting it out there for y'all. So hopefully next 2 weeks a youth opener will happen in Illinois, and I'll be able to take Jonathan or another kid out there, or younger guy, who can still fit in the youth season time or age limits, and we'll go out there and kill a bird in Illinois, and you'll see that. But until then, you'll have these 2 videos and then some other miscellaneous videos, hopefully, and then we'll get into the main swing of turkey season. So that's the plan. I thank y'all for watching. I know it's been it's a rough video because it was just rough hunting and all that, but I thank y'all for y'all's support watching it, and I'll see you on the next one. Big Money Outdoors.